Right, this video is aimed at educators who want to demonstrate Minecraft Pi using Google Meet or Zoom or Skype, whatever, but are finding it difficult because if you remote desktop your Pi, the graphics overlay of Minecraft usually prevents you from seeing anything except a black screen. So this is just to show you how you can do that. I'm just going to show you a website. As you can see, I've got it running here on remote desktop. I'm just going to drag in a website that you can get the information from. It's this one here, which I'll put a description in the link, and it gives you several ways of remote desktoping, and the one that seems to work, if I can find it again, is VNC. Here we go. So I'll leave those instructions up here. So the VNC can be installed on the Pi from the terminal. I'll just close off this game. So the first thing to do before you install VNC, I'm just going to control the Pi directly from, as you can see, my remote keyboard is sort of kind of, even though I'm using gigabit Ethernet to join the two together, there is some delay which makes playing the game from remote desktop almost impossible, but setting it up is fine. So the usual thing you would, before you start here, is to upgrade and up your Raspberry Pi. Just type that in. So I'll just do the update one. I did this yesterday, so it may well be already done. Looks like something's happening there. Anyway, once you've done the update one, do the upgrade one, just to make sure that your version of Raspberry and Wheezy is fully up to date. And then you want to set up some of the instructions. I'll just go back to the website here while that's doing its stuff. Once you've done the installed the real VNC server using this one here, that was the one I've just done for you, and then you install the server, this one, and then do the config stuff here. I'm just going back to my Raspberry Pi as that one has now finished doing its job. So we're now going to do the config. So if we go, actually I can type that from my remote desktop. That one should work okay. So it's sudo Raspberry config. There we go. And then what we want to do is to go to the interfacing options, press enter, and then go onto VNC once you've installed it, and you'll see that it gives you the option, do we want to enable it, which I've, because I've already done. So I'm going to just press yes on that one, enter, okay, enter, and escape. There we are, that's all done. So that's the Raspberry Pi side of things. Now while you're on the terminal here, just find out your local IP address. So if I go if config, okay, you can see that I'm on Ethernet and my address is here we are. Where are we? Somewhere up here. Oh, here we go. 192.168.0.205. My router will use this address every time I run this particular Pi, but yours may not, so you might need to check this every time you run it. So we're done on that one, so we can shut that off. Then go back to the web on your PC and go to, if you follow the links in this one, you'll be taken to install VNC from Real VNC. Again, I'll put this one in the description. So you've got, it's all in French, but if you download the viewer here, the installation instructions are all in English. You will need to be creating an account with them. It's same as with TeamViewer. It's a way of trying to encourage you to go onto a sort of like a paid subscription, but for personal use with a limited number of PCs and so on, you can use the free one there. So just get that out of the way. Once that's running, then you get this after you've signed in, and as you can see, I've typed in my IP address of my Raspberry Pi here, and then press enter, type that in, press enter, and it'll appear in your kind of list of usable computers down here. So then you should be able to connect to your Raspberry Pi, and if I go now to the start games, this is an oldish version of so you may have a different desktop here, but Minecraft Pi, and as you can see, it actually comes up quite nicely with the graphics overlay here. Trying to play this, I'll just show you. If I start the game and then we go onto that world, using the remote desktop, I can't really control it very easily because the mouse timing is almost impossible to get right because of the delays introduced by the network. However, if I go to the Raspberry Pi itself, which is running on its own keyboard, mouse and screen, you can see that I can use this quite normally, and the image comes across to you. Plus also, if you put a big enough resolution on your PC screen, you can also introduce, as I have done, other things at the same time. So hope this has helped. And something I forgot to add was that in order to get this working here, if you right click on VNC, I'll just shut off the Minecraft first of all. Just close that off. Escape. Shut down. So right click on VNC, and then you've got options, and then you've got troubleshooting. Tick this box here, enable experimental capture mode, and then apply or OK, and then that will allow you to see the graphics overlay.